Welcome to eOnline Verse YouTube channel. We are comprehensive providers of business and technology training solutions organization. Please do not forget to hit subscribe and bell button to get the latest update of our channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Shyam Rao, founder and promoter of eOnline Verse and author and producer of this video on how to manage cross-work cultural teams.
The globalization of world economy promotes the development of different cross-work cultural teams. Running a team these days is a different endeavor than it was in the past due to emergence of cross-work cultural teams. It is an accepted form of planning and strategizing the operations. I am not sure how many of you had an opportunity to work for a company that operates across the globe today. We live in a world with a globalized workforce where many organizations have teams spread across different offices, time zones, and continents. We often misunderstand cross-work cultural teams members' behavior because what makes sense to an employee from Eastern work culture may not make sense to the employee from Western work culture. In the process, we spend valuable time sorting out misunderstandings. The right solution to all these types of challenges require careful understanding, tactful management, and diplomatic approach. Hi, my name is Shyam Rao. I am founder and promoter of eOnline Verse, a leading global training solution organization, an organization where you can learn anything from anywhere. I have spoken in more than 500 seminars with over 2 million listeners across 25 countries, and it's a great pleasure to be with you. After successful production of Good to Know video series, now I am bringing you How to video series, where you will get a lot of insights on how to do things. In this video, I am going to talk about how to manage cross-work cultural teams. Over a decade, I have worked and managed cross-work cultural teams and have allowed me to lead a large global information technology projects. While technology made the work simpler, but the element of cross-work cultural team has amplified the complexity. Having said that, I have found the ways to deal with challenges like cultural differences, languages, managing remote teams. The question is how to manage cross-work cultural teams for peak performance. Before I move forward, let me highlight few challenges in managing cross-work cultural teams. First, language and expressions. The way we speak and the way we use our gestures are different in different work cultures. For example, in the Eastern countries, giving a hug to casual acquaintances is not considered bad, wherein Western countries are considered as violation of personal space. Second, working style. Working styles are different in every work culture. Some work cultures encourages individual thinking and contribution, wherein other work cultures, people prefer to follow the boss blindly. For instance, an employee from Western work culture can speak up when they are not happy with the boss decision, wherein employees from the Eastern work culture never question the boss even when they are wrong. Third, motivators. The perception of motivation may vary from one work culture to another. What can be motivating for you may not be motivating for other work cultures. Fourth, technology challenges. An employee from one country is familiar with most popular technology available today. On the other hand, an employee in another country might not be familiar with the most popular technology. Fifth, decision-making process. Every work culture follows a different decision-making process. In certain countries, managers are expected to make decisions quickly, wherein managers from other countries must do the due diligence by consulting the team members and then arrive at decision. 6. Communication style. A Western country manager is more aggressive and straightforward than the Eastern counterpart. In some countries, managers prefer to communicate directly to a team member to avoid delays and bureaucracy, when in some countries they prefer to follow a proper protocol. To make cross-cultural team work well, you as a manager need to focus on areas like communication, information sharing, motivation drivers, and group dynamics. The goal is to build on the strengths of cross-work cultural teams. The question is how we do that. What are the processes in managing cross-work cultural teams? Here are a few tips I like to share based on my experience. First, respect work cultural differences. The first step, address the existence of diverse working cultural backgrounds within the team to optimize the team performance. You can informally do this through activities such as icebreakers, where everyone can share their work cultural background and expectations. Furthermore, encourage your team members to learn about their colleagues' work culture. Second, establish norms for the team. When the team is aware of cross-work cultural members, the next step is to establish norms for the team. Once the team norms have been established, check with your team regularly to see how effective they are. Be flexible with amending any norm that aren't working well. Third, develop roles and responsibilities. Everyone in the team must know what are their roles and responsibilities and what they are working towards. Break down your common goals into actionable steps and outline everyone's roles and responsibilities. Encourage your team to get to know each other in a social context. Personal connection within the team makes it easier to work together. Fourth, build rapport and trust. Building trust takes time. Create an environment where your team feels safe so that they can collaborate better. Face-to-face interaction is necessary, especially for cross-border teams. It is a good idea to have meetings or discussions through Skype, for example. It is helpful to attach a person's face with whom they have been communicating via emails for so long. Fifth, technology. Ask the team members which technology they are familiar with. If necessary, arrange training which could benefit the team. Then ensure the entire team is up to the speed and everyone should be on the same page. 6. Decision-making process. You must ensure every member of your cross-work cultural team understand the decision-making process. On regular intervals, take necessary feedback from the team how they feel about management style and decision-making process. 7th, motivate your cross-working cultural team. Speak with the team members individually to discover what motivates them. Do not underestimate the value of patience and courtesy. Remind your team of each person's work cultural background. Treating each other with kindness and respect would make the working environment more pleasant for everyone. 8. Address conflict immediately. Regardless of the team, its members, conflict is inevitable. If a conflict arises, make sure address it right away so that conflict doesn't turn into something impossible to manage. Before I conclude this session, let me share my final thoughts. Managing cross-work cultural team requires learning, due diligence, and diplomacy. As the old saying goes, if you want to be understood, seek first to understand. The cross-work cultural team challenges can be handled successfully with sensitivity and respect for other work cultures. It is important to create a framework that is make easier to understand each other and collaborate. Thanks for watching this video. So, how do you manage your cross-work cultural team? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you like to see more videos or like to read some interesting articles, please visit my blog www.eonlineverse.com/blog.